Well, thanks for tuning in. This is Dr. Dan Lewis with the Give, Save, and Spend dual enrollment class at Asbury, and we're delighted that you have interest in offering this class to your students. We understand you want to kick the tires and check the curriculum. We will send a syllabus, but just so you can see what students see, we're getting you inside discovery right now. And as you notice, we have tried to make this decorative, fun, engaging, and thematically it follows a baseball diamond of 4 modules. So we start with a welcome. We have a welcome from Howard Dayton as well. All the materials based on Howard Dayton's book, Your Money Counts. And students will proceed through the class. We have a syllabus that we'll send you. And if you notice, we'll also have course resources that will continually add to the curriculum as we create them. But here's how it looks for a student. They go through 4 modules, first, second, third base, and safely home. Well done, good and faithful servant. That's where we're trying to get students. So we'll click here on first base, the first module. There's an introduction to what this module is about. Each module has a specific overview regarding God and money and biblical worldview. Each module will showcase what they are expected to do, what the outcomes are, and the artifacts that they're supposed to complete. We'll have a regular schedule, doesn't need to be due dates, but every week the rhythm is the same. Students work at their pace during the week through all the content. At the end, there's some type of measurement or output that students take. That must be done before midnight on Sunday. We start the next lesson the next day. At the end of each module, there's some more opportunities for students to engage with what they learned and demonstrate that to their facilitators. So notice in first base, each module has lessons in it. Each lesson then has content that is a variety of content with all have video introductions. There's 32 short videos throughout this whole process. They have drills for the week. They'll have memory verses that they have to work on and a chance to be quizzed. They have these short drills, opportunities to get things like a bill. They'll work with their facilitator on that. The whole goal of this is to get them to the end where they will create a simulated mock budget based on the average salary of an American in Kentucky. And you'll see here too, there's a lot of content right from our Compass Finances God's Way partners who have given us the workbook for free. It's completely embedded in there with videos, content, and students will work through that and interact with their facilitator. As we go down each week, there's an opportunity for them to have deep discussion based on the topics and content with their facilitator. No class will have more than 30 students to one facilitator. The facilitators will be engaging with students virtually on a regular basis, grading their material and connecting with them. At the end, there's opportunities for students to demonstrate what they've learned as they have a small quiz. And as we go to the third lesson here, you'll see that it's a little more beefy as far as what we're expecting of them. And they'll have actually a test on it, a deeper quiz on what they've learned with some feedback. There are an expert commentary on some of the topics here. You'll see here's the quiz, the final quiz for there. And with each one of these, you'll see below there's a financial literacy module. We have gone through and worked with the state of Kentucky to get every individual item that they require for students to have education on as far as financial literacy. Each one of those is dealt with. Students have opportunities at the end of each module to go through and work through each of these required topics and required financial literacy terms. We will be updating these. We will be recreating some of these, but every single one of them is covered right now. So as you proceed through the 4 bases, we get to the final module where they're safely home. And one of the things that we are asking them to do is to create a budget and then reflect on the whole process of what the world says as far as economically versus what God says. So as they get to the end, they need to do a personal reflection. They've been doing little bits and pieces all the way along, but they have a paper to produce them thinking about what is their theology of personal finances. How would they manage God's money and resources for the kingdom. So there's more questions to be asked and answered, but we knew that people wanted to see inside of this as we have partnered with Compass Finances God's Way, Asbury University's Dayton School of Business, the River Foundation, and collaborated to bring hopefully a very creative, innovative, and relevant presentation of what God says about money. More than financial literacy, this is financial discipleship. Click on the link below if you have more questions, but we certainly hope you'll consider offering this to your students so they can sign up. State of Kentucky pays for it. 3 credits are transferable, and it satisfies their financial literacy curriculum requirement. Thanks for listening in.